Hi Collective, welcome to another general oracle reading, and today I've got the Garden of Venus, Rest and Renewal, the oracle card from the Shaman's Dream Oracle, and I hope everybody's doing okay. A beautiful card, that beautiful hummingbird, and the beautiful butterflies for transformation. Okay, so Garden of Venus, the place of all is well, rest and renewal, and self-acceptance. When the Garden of Venus appears, you are invited, actually summoned, to return to the pleasure garden of love. It is time to leave the field of battle. Put your sword away. There's nothing you need to defend anymore. Step through the gate into the garden of earthly delights. Bask in the joy of the wish-fulfilling trees and the scent of the healing flowers. You have returned home. You are weary, and it is time to rest deeply and be renewed. Go into this sacred garden alone, as there is no need for another to be present to experience its pleasures. Really, stop looking for the other. Enter by yourself. Allow your senses to intoxicate you. Leave all thought behind. Lose your analytical mind and return to your body. In the Garden of Venus, there is a still pond that shows you your reflection when you stoop down to drink. Who is that staring back at you? Look at who you have become. Rinse your face with these healing waters and practice deep acceptance. Love who you have turned into with all your imperfections and blemishes. The goddess Venus holds a mirror that allows you to see yourself in all your flawed beauty. Do not become caught in its spell. After a quick glance, take the mirror with you and return to the battlefield, that you may reveal to others who they are becoming. Then you will no longer have a use for your sword. Wow. I hope you guys like that. Okay. And I have pulled out from the Akashic Tarot the Four of Squirrels, the Karmic Trench. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and read that after I pull out a little bit of these Angel Tarot cards. Okay. And at the top of the deck, I've got the Seven of Air, Deceit, somebody lying, somebody's trying to take something from you. It says plans that need revision, more going on than meets the eye, and poor timing. The Seven of Air is a card of somebody trying to take something from you, or a deceitful action, or you may be deceiving yourself. But that one was just on top at the bottom of the deck, so I'm not going to use it. Let's see what messages are most important for the collective to hear. What your guardian angels, spirit guides would like you to know. I said guides, I meant guides. Your spirit guides. And the divine would like you to know at this moment that's most important to help you through whatever you may be going through, whatever questions you may have. If you're going through a time of aloneness or missing somebody or wanting somebody to call, it's difficult, so maybe you'll get some answers in this reading. And thank y'all very much for stopping by. viewing this reading. I enjoy doing these readings very much for you guys. And we've got ego, Archangel Jophiel, a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. This, I believe, is the Devil card. Sometimes we get negative thoughts, or we behave a certain way. That is the devil energy. Materialistic, not very spiritual, kind of veering off from being spiritual, not being able to, get close to your spiritual side. If the devil card shows up in here, it's the ego. Negative, fear-based thoughts. We've got the Ten of Wands. Maybe somebody's going through something difficult. The Ten of Wands is something difficult. A lot of work, not enough help from other people, doing everything on your own, carrying too much burdens. It says too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance. Stress-related health concerns. You may be going through a difficult time. The Ten of Fire, the Ten of Wands. So the devil card might be asking you, or might be letting you know, to get back into trying to pray, Go into your spiritual side. Go within. Oh, now we got too many. I'll do the renewal because I just did the sun just the other day. So these both flipped over. Okay. Hold on one second. Okay, the renewal is a major arcana too. It says review and evaluate a favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. Renewal, I believe, is the Judgment card. So you're making a judgment call. Maybe some things have been happening, at least I hope it is, and you just about had enough. You said, look, this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. And you've made a judgment call, and you're going to go through with it. You're going to follow your instincts, do the forgiving you have to do, forgive the people that you have to forgive, and move on. Time to move in a new direction. Don't worry about the past. Don't worry about the people that have hurt you. Don't worry about the hard times that you've had to endure, that you've had to go through. And we leave it all behind with forgiveness and letting go of the bad things that have happened to us, the bad things that people have done to you. And I'm going to read it out of the big book, okay? Read the ego first. The ego card, and then I'll read it from here, okay? From the small book. The ego card reflects situations usually out of our own making, where we feel trapped. It seems as though our path has become completely hidden, and it feels like there's no way forward. Of course, this is an illusion. We aren't really as stuck as we think we are, and freedom comes with a change of our thoughts from pessimism to optimism. Ego can also reveal other significant challenges, such as addictions, dependency, that can hold us back from happiness. As such, this is a very important card in tarot, since it can give us insight into our clients' or family members' challenges with substance use. This card sometimes refers to someone who's too focused on material or worldly things and therefore might indicate excessive debt. It can also signify those who aren't taking responsibility for their actions or choices. The dreamer's journey. Our next stop on the path of the dreamer's journey is the need to deal with our human egos. It's an indicator that we may not have a clear view of ourselves or our motives. It's an indicator that we may not have a clear view of ourselves or our motives. We may be confused by what feels like limitations that we can't get past. But in reality, these confinements are our own creations. What makes this card so powerful and helpful is that once we realize that our entrapments are self-made, we can then see that we must also have the power to free ourselves. When we allow our egos to take over, we often find ourselves making choices that are based on fear or negative thinking. This hinders our progress and can create self-fulfilling prophecies that we'd be better off without. It's also a reminder that our focus on daily life and our acquisition of things may not be what really matters right now. Perhaps it's time to review our priorities. So it's not material things that we need may not be what really matters right now. Perhaps it's time to review our priorities. The dreamer, so because it's a card of materialism, the devil card of addictions, of, wanting to fulfill your need, what you want, or that empty space with things, material things. It's letting us know that sometimes we have to go within and find what you really need instead of just buying material things that probably aren't going to make you happy anyways. The dreamer has experienced a bit of a detour he didn't mean to take. He's experienced a detour he didn't mean to take and finds himself chained. See if I can let it focus. And finds himself chained and unable to move. His chains are attached to a pot of gold to represent that he's bound to his material concerns and the worldly fears of those around him. Fear of them taking his money, his material things, his wealth. He wears a mask that blinds his vision to symbolize that in his current state, he can't really see where he's headed or how very off course he is. A butterfly, a symbol of evolution, zips past to remind us that moving past our current shortcomings is completely within our power. Wow, that's beautiful. A butterfly. The crane is a symbol of spiritual enlightenment. Did y'all see the crane? I believe it's down here in the corner, because I didn't see it. Okay. The crane is a symbol of spiritual enlightenment. This one has followed the dreamer into his predicament to remind him of his ability to change his life. It's always possible to make course corrections in order to match the life purpose we came to earth to accomplish. Archangel Jophiel has come to guide the dreamer out of his non-spiritual focus and lead him back to a place of happiness and fulfillment. Sometimes when we're going through something really difficult, we tend to not want to pray, not be spiritual, so it starts becoming like the devil card, the devil energy, where we push away anything that's spiritual, thinking, that we don't want that, but that's exactly what most of the time we need. To help guide the dreamer out of his non-spiritual focus and lead him back to a place of happiness and fulfillment, which would be going within, listening to whatever God or religion that you believe in. The number 15, the reason I say that is because I get that way. I have gotten that way before, and it's and it's true. We tend to, be so upset and so hurt that we just, and then once we come back to saying, God, I'm sorry that I reacted that way, that I've been far from you, then you start feeling happy and fulfilled again. It becomes a little bit easier. The number 15, the angel number, the number 15 can be very fortuitous, drawing in prosperity and abundance. However, it can also be a number that's very sensitive to criticism. Harsh words from others can create a negative self-perception that can be difficult to escape. That's right. Of course, anyone can change. We all have free will. Staying positive and taking the steps necessary to improve our lives can help us to get free and clear of the ego card. The Archangel Jophiel's name means beauty of God. When our thoughts have fallen into negativity or pessimism, she can help us rise above it to regain our optimism and see our way clear to freedom. When we've lost our way, Jophiel reminds us just how beautiful life can be. Her color is a dark pink, and her presence is often associated with a scent of roses. Astrologically, this card is Capricorn, a very responsible, practical, and competent sign that often deals with business. Because it has a deep desire to build something of importance, it can be associated with overworking and or being very focused on making money. That's true. I know a lot of people who are Capricorns, and that is exactly what they're like. 10 of fire, which there's nothing wrong with that. That's beautiful. But they tend to put too much work on themselves and veer off of, getting connected with spirituality. The 10 of fire. Work can be fulfilling and exciting, or it can be exhausting and feel like a chore. This card represents times in our lives when we're working entirely too much without leaving any space for fun and play. Often this card shows up when people are working multiple jobs, or when single parents are dealing with the challenge of working all day and then caring for their kids when they get home. We may find ourselves so intensely involved in our current endeavors that we don't even realize how run down we're becoming. This card can also indicate health problems that are created by overwork. We can take the 10 of fire as a possible message to reduce our workload, take time off, or delegate tasks to others when possible. The dragon carries a heavy burden and does so alone. The woman from the 9 of fire card is no longer there to assist. The pot of gold from the 9 of fire is still intact, but now there are 10 wands in it, not only making it heavier, but giving it a more intense energy. The dragon flies at night. The dragon flies at night over a starlit city. Perhaps the dragon has been working into the night, or maybe this is a second job or after-hours project. Since dragons represent passion in the angel tarot cards, the dragon's stance indicates that passion has been worn down by overwork. You don't even have any time to be romantic with your better half because you're too busy working. The angel number says this card's angel number is 32, which asks us to have faith, to believe that our circumstances are in our best interests, and that any struggle we may be feeling is temporary and will give way to the joy of knowing that we're on a path that will make us happier over time. hope I read that okay. It's a good idea for us to work with the ascended masters, especially Jesus in this case, to ask that our burdens be lightened and our challenges simply fade away. This number reduces to 5, 3 plus 2, a number of great change. In order to extricate ourselves from this time of weariness, the changes our angels are asking us to make must be implemented. The astrology of this card says Saturn is the planet that represents where we feel restricted or held back. Sagittarius, on the other hand, is a planet of great freedom and independence. So it's no surprise that these two are very challenging when in combination. Saturn binds Sagittarius' natural spiritual faith, making it difficult to have hope. It's tough to cope if we don't have faith. That is so true. Saturn and Sagittarius can become very disillusioned, frustrated, and skeptical. Wow. This energy believes that we only attain success through hard work and trust must be earned. This energy believes, which is Saturn and Sagittarius, this energy believes that we only attain success through hard work and that trust must be earned. Well, that's a beautiful meaning of the card. So let's go to renewal. I knew I was going in the right direction. And it says, renewal, Archangel Jeremiah, review and evaluate a favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move into a new direction. Renewal indicates that we're close to completing an important task. This card asks us to pause and review the past and our achievements so that we can decide where we want to go in the future. This can include career changes we've been pondering, so we must take the time to think through our options very carefully. We may have big decisions to make, but this card can also assure us that we're ready for any endeavor we've been preparing for. That we're ready for any endeavor we've been preparing for. School exams, legal proceedings, or certification tests will go well for us. Or certification tests will go well for us. The Dreamer's Journey says in original tarot this card was named Judgment. And while this name and its imagery presented the perception of being judged by someone else, the card has more to do with how we see our own actions than how others perceive them. Renewal indicates that we've come a very long way and have seen amazing and wonderful things. However, it's time to pause and review our past so that we can understand where we are and where we want to be. Renewal beckons us to move in a new direction. We feel that we're at a crossroads, and we feel optimistic about any endings that may be near. We have big decisions to make, and we're ready to make them, both emotionally and spiritually. You're ready to let go of anything that might have gone wrong, any wrong thing that anybody might have done, said, anything. Just let it go and move on, because there is better where you're headed. We hear a calling. We can feel that it's our destiny to continue to do great things, and the possibilities are endless. And you can't move forward towards your destiny to continue to do great things if you're holding back and you're not going forward and making that judgment call and saying, I don't want to think about the past. I don't want to dwell on the bad things that people did to me. Okay, excuse me for that. We hear a calling. We can feel that it's our destiny to continue to do great things, and the possibilities are endless. So, to me, that's your angel guides and your spirit team and God telling you, hey, come on, let's move on. Let's move forward. You know, the possibilities are endless of the great things that you have to do in this world to, help other people, whatever it is that you're doing in life. Symbolism of this card says Archangel Jeremiah stands upon turbulent waters, which represent the challenging experiences that we've had as we've traveled along our journey. There has been challenging experiences perhaps in your life, maybe that you've gone through. Um, so, and yet, in the here and now, the water that the family is standing on is completely calm, showing the peace our efforts have manifested. The man is the conscious, the woman is the subconscious, and the child represents higher consciousness. Together they symbolize a healthy balance of our inner and outer worlds. Archangel Jeremiah holds a staff with a light on top that's the color of our crown chakra. Let me show it to you guys. Again, it's purple. You can't really see it in the camera. Showing that we've developed self-knowledge and spiritual awareness. The angel number to this card says the number 20 signifies great compassion, caring, and affection. This is a number of service to others and to the world. There's hope for a successful resolution to your situation or project. However, it's best if you cut unnecessary or burdensome activities from your schedule. Slow your pace to a more comfortable level. Additional meanings of this card is all work and no play, darkness before the dawn, stress-related health problems, and obsessive behavior. And I'll have this card right here, throat chakra. The angels are helping you lovingly speak your truth. So, did I focus it enough? Beautiful card. So, here's this one. Earth angel, you are a light worker who has come to earth to teach about love. But I hope I didn't lose any viewers really by going on like that. I will make the next reading with this forest squirrels, and this one's really nice. Law of attraction. Relationships and activities that you once enjoyed are now changing as you become more sensitive and aware of energies. You're probably starting to feel things more. When you have a feeling, you go with it, and mainly that's what's going on, You're more sensitive and aware of energies. So you may be going around cutting off people that are not to your best good of your life. Integrity. Align your actions so that they match your values and inner knowingness of what's right for you. Yep. I agree. Okay. So, cut your cords. Ask Archangel Michael to clear any old attachments to fear that stem from past relationships, freeing you from destructive patterns. That's right. Okay, so I hope you guys liked the reading. I wish you the best health, happiness, and abundance. And I hope I see you on my next reading. Thank you so much. I apologize for making it so long. Take my readings in increments. Watch a little bit and then come back and watch the rest. Because I made it so long. But anyways, take care. And God bless y'all. And I hope I see y'all on my next reading. I hope you subscribe. If you like the reading, I hope you click on the like button. And I hope this reading was helpful in some way, and that you realize that you're very valuable to the people that know you, that they love you very, very much, and that you're very, very skilled, very important in this world. I don't know you, but if I knew you, I would be telling you to your face that you're very important and very beautiful. Anyways, I've said too much, way too much. Take care. I'll see y'all on my next reading. Take care. Bye-bye.